The starting line for the Division Oklahoma City Thunder. At shooting, Andre Williamson. At power forward, Ursa Ilyasova. At the other guard position, Victor Oladipo. At center, Steven Adams. At the other guard position, Russell Westbrook. The head coach of the visiting team is Billy Donovan.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Pacers looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Indianapolis.
Ready to go? Ready to go?
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Ilyasova out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Adams in at the 5. And Brent, two teams here who are very proud of their defense.
This is where you look at the coaches, Kevin, and you have to commend the fact that he's been able to convince all of the guys on his roster, not just the starting 5, that however they're going to impact the game is going to start on the defensive end. Oh, and by the way, that's where your playing time is going to come from.
And that can get in the head of a scorer, can it?
That absolutely can, and if you can set the pace defensively, the offensive team knows it's in for a long night.
Now, here's Oladipo. Passes it to Westbrook. Lets it go from 11, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Great recognition there from Russell Westbrook. You take away his path to the basket, he can still just rise up and get you from the mid-range.
Here's Ellis. And Oladipo pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Good chance you're getting to phase 2 of your defense here as you make adjustments to try and cool him down.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Well, that happens sometimes. The ball just does not go down. But I'll tell you what, he'll take that shot every time.
Now Westbrook. Paul George missing from long range. Westbrook, no good. Young outside. Over in the corner, Ellis. 20 feet out. Again, the miss by Ellis.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Oladipo misses. For Indiana, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Well, Greg, Monte Ellis, one of the most dangerous and prolific slashers in the league.
Yeah, at just 6'3", he's still a terrific athlete and a dynamic finisher at that size. Ellis needs the ball, though, in his hands to be most effective because he can make things happen.
Now, here's Westbrook. Screen by Adams. There's a good screen. There's the three. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Over in the corner, Ellis hits the three-point bomb. Ellis has got 6.
He's an average three-point shooter at best, but the defender still has to come over and respect it.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And for years, people used to criticize Westbrook for his shot selection. You hear less and less of that, though, now lately.
Well, he's an MVP-type player in his own right. He led the league in scoring in 2015. Remember, with Kevin Durant out, and he did it very, very efficiently. It's a good problem to have if you're Billy Donovan and the Thunder. He's been precise on offense. I don't think he's made one mistake on that end of the floor so far.
Screen by Adams. On its way from Oladipo for 2. Excellent D there from George.
Well, he really T-Rexed that one, guys, short-arming it. He should have taken more time to make sure he was comfortable shooting it.
Can't hit the corner 3. Thunder trailing by 6. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta.
Slowly and steadily improving Oladipo, a good three-point shooter, making him more well-rounded as a threat.
Here's Teague. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Singler, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. Well, for the Pacers last season, they trade Roy Hibbert to the Los Angeles Lakers. David West took far less money, Greg, to leave town. You worried about their front court and that it would be in shambles?
Yeah, and instead, a rookie Miles Turner showed himself to be a steal as a shot-blocking, perimeter-shooting big, and it was a best-case scenario. If they could build on that, I think they have a chance to be one of the contenders in that Eastern Conference.
Here's Ellis. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, he is a huge reason why they have this lead.
Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. David?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Now, here's Westbrook following the miss by Monte Ellis. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Singler for 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And Young kicks to George. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough.
And the Thunder, one of the best shooting teams in the league, and if they don't get you with that first shot, they have guys inside prepared for those misses to hurt you the second time around.
And George drops them both. And you look at the Thunder's work on second effort plays. Brent, a lot of big bodies in their front court who don't mind throwing their weight around.
Well, Russell Westbrook himself is a phenomenal rebounding guard, but I think what happens too is that players on OKC set themselves up in great position to clean up any misses.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, right now just getting barbecued. Maybe poor strategy, poor effort, could be both.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. It's a 10-point game. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And the Pacers really, for so long, kind of defined that old school, plodding, defensive-oriented team. And then they just flipped the script last season. I mean, completely reinventing themselves, playing much of that season with 4 perimeter players on the court and finding ways to be successful at doing it.
The first one falls. And the Pacers had great success in the past, but they just felt they couldn't score enough with the 2 big men clogging up the middle.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that even going smaller, they were still a top 5 defensive team. They found some big men who can shoot from the perimeter now, and what you like is that they have flexibility in terms of their style of play.
Now here's Teague. Pass to Ellis. Back to Teague. The 3. Thunder with the rebound. Singler outside. Outside Westbrook. Ilyasova against Young. There's the pick. Here's Oladipo. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Over in the corner, Ellis. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 8. Oladipo, the pass to Ilyasova. Outside Westbrook. Ilyasova sets a screen for Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Back to Oladipo. Takes a shot at the elbow. Another miss by Oladipo.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
From deep, George. There's the dish to Jefferson. T kicks to George. Feeds to Young. To the inside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Surveying the Thunder roster here, and a lot of the players on it were their own draft picks. They've done a great job of identifying some talent late in rounds in the draft. Found a good amount of rotation players even when they were going deep into the playoffs.
The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That one is off. And for the Thunder and their draft success, Brent, it's so important as they aren't usually big players in free agency.
Well, that's a tip of the cap you have to give to their general manager to continue to seek out players that are going to complement the team. Just invaluable.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Ilyasova, a screen on George. Launches it. And no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
It's stolen by Oladipo. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Lets it go with the 3. The Pacers pull it in. Young's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 16-7 run. T dishes to George. From the line. And Young slams it home.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Yeah, it looks like the makings of a blowout here, but their task now is to maintain this level of effectiveness and not get sloppy.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. So we'll see Ilyasova go to the free throw line. It's on Thaddeus Young. I hear the term glue guy a lot, Brent, in the NBA. You think it applied to guys being necessary to make a team a playoff team, to being a good teammate? When you think of glue guy, what does that conjure up in your mind?
Whenever I hear that term, Kevin, I always think about guys on the team who are able to connect the dots between the primary players, the star guys who carry a workload, all the way to what they can connect to with guys on the end of the bench. So if you're talking about a guy in the 6, 7, or 8 slot on your team that can go up to your star and say, hey, you know what, we need this from you, or you're not giving us that, and then turn around in the very same breath with the same vernacular, go to the 12th man and explain to him what his purpose is with regards to practice and preparing a team and getting them ready for competition. To me, that's a glue guy. It doesn't come about just in a game all of a sudden. This is somebody who, day by day, week by week, and month by month, keeps the team together.
Great explanation. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Stuckey. Turner's got his first basket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Ilyasova inside the line and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Young. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 10-point Pacer lead.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, not only have they been the aggressors, their early execution has been off the charts.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Well, take your breather, but then come up with a game plan or a set that produces something high percentage. Let's get back on track.
And the Thunder making a change here. Collison's out there. Here's Collison. Here's the screen. And that's going to be a travel. Pacers leading by 10. Now Young. He kicks it to Miles. From the arc. Drills it from outside. Miles has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Payne passes to Singler. And Cantor now top the key. Morrow kicks to Collison. Collison with a screen on Young. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Look, you just don't like turnovers ever, but they happen. Hopefully they'll learn from that mistake.
The Pacers shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. And the shot is good from Stuckey.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Morrow kicks to Collison. Here's Singler. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys. And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Now here's Payne. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, he has a great ability to lead his man with the pass. Puts him in great position to score.
Here's Young. 15-point game. Stuckey into the lane. Here's Morrow. He's guarded by Stuckey. Morrow dishes to Payne. Pass to Cantor. Off the screen. Nice jump shot. Good. Cantor's got his second basket of the night.
Good touch on the jumper, especially from mid-range. Cantor hits a high percentage of those shots.
Stuckey left side. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. And just thinking about the way Cantor's career has gone, a lot of high expectations early, Brent, and a starting job after he moved teams.
And I think that might be a key for Cantor in the role of being a scoring big man off the bench. Really can play to his strength, and he can take advantage of another team's second unit, maybe not ready or equipped to handle what he brings to the table offensively. Well, what you have to like about Enes Kanter, defense aside, is that he's an efficient scorer. He's got great instincts to offensive rebound and be in position for somebody to feed him the ball on the inside.
And for Kanter, his play is what everyone envisioned for him when he was taken 3rd overall back in that 2011 draft.
Well, the hopes for every general manager looking at Kanter was that he'd be a great low post scorer, and that's where he's shown most of his prowess, there and at the offensive glass, where he just simply swallows everything up and puts it back in the basket.
Now here is Young. Stuckey kicks to Young. No good off the back of the rim.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
The feed to Collison. Morrow the pass to Collison. Oklahoma City moving it around. Clock at 4. Payne dishes to Kanter. That cuts the lead to single digits. Kanter's got 8 points.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Kanter is a tough cover down low.
On the wing, Stuckey. Down low, Allen. Right side, Turner. Indiana again missing. On offense, here are the Thunder. They've got an 8-0 run. Payne can't hit. Pacers leading by 9. And Miles kicks to Young. Stuckey left side. Releases from 15. And no good trying to get that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pacers lead by 9. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism, also a guy who is extremely critical of himself.
It's tough, and I'm still learning every night to be able to come out, to know when to score, to know when to pass, to know when to be aggressive, to know when to slow down. It can be tough at times because I want to do so well, and I want my teammates to do so well, and I want to win so bad.
Well, you have to love the competitive attitude, the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates, too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
Well, those high percentage shots have keyed their offense tonight, and until the defense packs the lane, no reason to shift their strategy.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the Stash brothers, Kanter and Adams inside. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. And it's Roberson in at the small forward. Kicks it to Oladipo. Outside Westbrook. Dishes to Roberson. There's a screen by Kanter. Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Again, the Thunder score.
Just becoming better and better at the catch and shoot game. If Westbrook ever perfects that part of the offensive end of the floor, look out.
Now here is George. Jumper off the screen. That's good on the jump shot. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Always pushing the action offensively. He puts so much pressure on the defense.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. Back to Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Another miss by Westbrook.
Very lazy defense there, but luckily they got bailed out by the missed shot. He won't miss many of those opportunities.
T kicks to George. Inside. Here's Turner, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now an 8-point Indiana lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
There's a screen by Cantor. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Cantor, the pass to Westbrook. He dishes it to Oladipo. Back to Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. Indiana leading by 8. Ellis kicks to George. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Yep, wanted to put another nail in the coffin and using those hands as a hammer.
Count that bucket.
I'm not sure what else you can do right there. Westbrook with the length and quickness to get the shot off, even when you're right next to him.
Turner with the screen. Teague can't hit. Thunder trailing by 9. And Donovan, coming in from college, definitely had a bit of a learning curve, as all coaches who make the jump have. But, you know, Brent, overall, he wasn't afraid to learn on the fly.
I think he really did a great job of setting up what last year represented in his first year by getting together with a lot of the members of the Oklahoma City Thunder team. In fact, I went to an open gym in the summer of 2015, and I saw 12 Oklahoma City Thunder players working out in the summertime with Billy Donovan and his staff. That's a great way to get started.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
There might also be an opportunity here that he can exploit a mismatch. We'll see.
Jefferson's checked in for Miles Turner. Thunder trailing by 11. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, in the era of 3-and-D and 4 out and 1 in, some say the post-up is a lost art. That makes Al Jefferson a throwback player. He said it happened right in front of my eyes. When I came into the league, it was still a big man's game. Everything changed around me. I've always been a back-to-the-basket post-move player. Just stuck to what I do best, guys.
Yeah, and I hope he never changes. Thanks, D.A. So here's Westbrook after Enes Kanter's basket. With the shot counted, and the Pacer lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Westbrook.
Well, getting dangerous for the defense now. Russell Westbrook playing right now at ludicrous speed. All these points flowing. Hit his teammate right in stride. That's a great assist.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after Al Jefferson's score. Oladipo outside. No one near him. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight. Teague with the ball. Screen by Jefferson. Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. Down low. And again, Al Jefferson. Jefferson's got 7.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Roberson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, Oladipo determined there, and it pays off, and he continues to improve his outside shot.
It's stolen by Oladipo. And now Oladipo pushing it. Oh, wow.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in.
One shot, find the lane.
And that one misses. Now, people always say defense wins championships if you're running a team and trying to craft a lockdown squad. Brett, what are you actually looking for?
Do you have Kawhi Leonard's mobile number?
I've got it.
Yeah,
I'll pass it on. Yeah, it begins with Kawhi Leonard.
That's what I'm looking for.
Two-time Defensive Player of the Year.
A great positional defender on the wing is an absolute must. And then the back line of defense, Kevin, is an interior defender who not only is a rim protector, but just a great position player. You look at Tim Duncan, and even in the latter stages of his career, he's able to put himself in spots on the floor where he knows he can be effective. Not about blocking the shot or taking the charge, but just in the way of the offense. So I always look for a guy on the back line who can bark out orders and hang around the rim to bother everybody coming his way.
I hear wingspan, I hear length. They talk about it in the NFL secondaries. Length is such a big deal. In the NBA, that becomes just as important, if not one of the most important defensive tools.
Length, and then also knowing how to use that length,
yes.
Kevin.
And that one misses.
Well, if you ask around the league about the moves that the Thunder made with the trade for Victor Oladipo at the 2016 draft, most people would tell you they got the better of it. Oladipo, the best shooting guard they've had since James Harden.
No good on the second free throw. And you know, Brent, the Oklahoma City Thunder for so long making do with one way at the off-guard position.
I think you're right, Kevin, and maybe Victor Oladipo changes that. Over 15 points per game for his career, and a very aggressive and athletic defender, a legit two-way player for OKC.
Here's Roberson after Al Jefferson scored. Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Westbrook double team from past the arc. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Roberson.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Now here's Ellis. 13 points in the game. Screen by Ellis. Young against Ilyasova. And Young, here we go. And no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And there's Ilyasova on the assist by Westbrook. Ilyasova's got his second basket of the night. Outside Teague. On the wing, Ellis. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Roberson. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Ellis.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
We might be in for a career night here, guys. He was solid in the first quarter. He's been even better here in the second.
Now, here's Oladipo. 12 points for him. And there's the pass to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Back to Oladipo. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight.
Jefferson's shot is off.
Terrific defense. They definitely read the scouting report on this guy and could not have played him more perfectly there.
Oladipo outside. Westbrook with a screen for Oladipo. Shoots the 3. Fails to fall. This number 6 now shooting 50%. He's taken 12 shots. For 3, Ellis. Kept alive. Jefferson. And Adams sends it back.
Adams is a decent shot blocker, but relies on his position mostly, that time in the right spot.
Westbrook kicks to Roberson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists here tonight.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
You always talk about glue guys and guys that do the little things to help their team. Steven Adams is certainly that for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not a big presence in the box to score. When you watch him play with his team, he's willing to sacrifice his body, set hard screens, and be a presence on the interior.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Allen's checked in for Young. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And Joseph Young subbed in for Teague. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Adams. Singler comes in for Roberson. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And thinking again on Adams, the scoring isn't what makes him valuable. Granted, it's his defense and his solid screen setting.
Well, I think it's his idea that the role that he has is something that he's very comfortable with, and he wants to be successful at doing it. He doesn't hurt the team by getting out of his comfort zone.
Brent, when you played, you were one of the best passing wings in the NBA. How did you come about developing that play style, that skill of feeding others so well?
Huge influence for me, Kevin, growing up was Pistol Pete Maravich. I watched a lot of tapes, and maybe people out there remember old VHS tapes of homework basketball that Pistol Pete put out, and I watched those incessantly and went out in the driveway and tried those things, and then eventually frustrated every coach that I played for. But I had an innate ability to see the floor, some peripheral vision that I tried to use to my advantage, and I enjoyed always making the play for the next guy.
And you both came from basketball families. His dad was his coach at LSU.
That is correct. And although Press wanted Pete to shoot a lot, and he did.
And he did. And you?
And I was more of a pass-first guy.
Yeah.
I think with my dad, he took all the shots away from his teammates. I wanted to be a better teammate.
He took a family's worth of shots, right?
That is correct. And I spent years making up for it.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Rejected by Collison.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Shocking he blew that opportunity, guys. 9 times out of 10, that is an easy make.
And Young kicks to Jefferson. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And that's what you need to do. When you're the bigger man, you have to punish the defender inside.
Singler outside. They set the pick. The 3 from Morrow. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Jefferson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Miles dishes to Young. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Screen by Jefferson. Stuckey setting the pick for Young. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Thunder ball.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Thunder trailing by 11. Singler outside. Back to Payne. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Payne's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
13 feet away. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And I love that move for this guy. When he's in rhythm, that's money.
Singler outside. There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Ilyasova up top. Let's go. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Even before the ball gets to him, you can see Ilyasova start to position himself, gets his feet set, a good foundation to let it fly.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Pacers out in front. They lead by 9. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First half in the books. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome back as we break down all the action.
You gotta love the Monte Ellis we saw in the first. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, the way I see it, they're losing this game because they're being out-rebounded. You can't give up this kind of differential and expect to remain competitive. So what do? You commit more guys to the glass, guards included. You make it a priority that if you do ultimately lose this game, it's not because you didn't rebound.
And that'll do it as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
I'm celebrating. We're the best.
And now the third quarter about to get going. You have to like what we're seeing from Monte Ellis.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
Well, none of the defenders can stay with him in one-on-one situations. Even the team defense breaks down if he's in attack mode.
Trailing by 9, Teague and Monte are the guard set. George and Young are the forwards. And it's Jefferson in at the 5 down low. That's the Pacers 5. Now here's Oladipo. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second play. Indiana leading by 9. Teague with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. Pass to Ellis. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. The shot, no good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
Westbrook, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Tries from 16. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. George has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Pacers. Here's Oladipo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And finishing inside, something Oladipo has worked on, learning to deal with NBA size down low.
Outside Teague. To the middle. Tipped away. Here's Jefferson. Here's Young. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Pacers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
He's off on the first. And for Thaddeus Young, extremely effective last season after signing a 4-year, $50 million contract. Definitely made an effort to earn that money.
And for a guy who didn't operate much out of the post, he still took high percentage shots. You saw the hustle, his ability to rack up steals, the improved rebounding. He moves his feet well enough to play the 3 and worked on his strength enough to where he can also play the 4.
Oladipo outside. He feeds it to Westbrook with the fadeaway. And it's Westbrook again missing. Outside, George. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Oladipo. The dish to Ilyasova. Oklahoma City moving it around. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Westbrook's got 14 points.
Yeah, that's a Westbrook mindset right there. I'm going through you. Doesn't allow his focus to be shaken even when the defense gets a little bit nasty.
Now here's Teague. Feeds it to Ellis. Screen by Jefferson. Ellis kicks to Jefferson. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 15 points in the game.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They're looking like a beaten team at this point, letting him get to the basket with such little resistance.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Yeah, maybe these matchups aren't the best for his defense. I'm sure he's taking a long look right now at the bench to find some answers.
Cantor checked in for Oklahoma City. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know that the Thunder hired Billy Donovan as its new head coach. In his 2 decades at the University of Florida, he led them to 2 national titles with players like Al Horford and Joakim Noah. A defensive-minded coach, he's developed into a great offensive mind. And fellas, that's what he's trying to bring to OKC. Moving the floor, as he calls it. Creating space for their great scorers to operate.
Ball movement, player movement. That's where the league is going, D.A. Thanks. Westbrook wide open. He fires. It's good from long range. Now just a 5-point Indiana lead. T kicks to Ellis. Pass to Jefferson. Outside, George. Screen by Ellis. Lock at 6. Teague. That doesn't go in either for Teague. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Westbrook leading the charge. And if you're debating the most explosive athlete in the NBA today, Russell Westbrook has got to be in that conversation. Brent, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's got to be right there at the top of that list, and it's his motor that really puts him over the top. I mean, he's all over the place, offensively, defensively, gambling in the backcourt, running out in transition. Just tremendous fire in Russell Westbrook's game. Well, watch Roberson play, and you'll see why it is that he's respected amongst his teammates. Great length with his arms, can guard the 1 through 4 position, and blends size and speed. The only thing that you'd like to see is him improve his consistency from the 3-point line.
And so Westbrook makes them both. Thinking a bit more about Robertson and his defense, he can do it all from jumping a passing lane to sending a shot into the third row.
Yeah, so really for him, it's all about timing. Very smart in the way he lines up to block shots and a good sense of knowing when to jump in and help off the ball.
And here's Westbrook. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Oladipo outside. Inside, here's Adams. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, he makes the big bucks because he's expected to knock those shots down. The D was there, but that's no excuse. He has to hit those shots.
Thunder trailing by 6. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 12.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Now here's Ellis. 13 points in the game. It's stolen by Oladipo. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
You know, Brent, when you take a look at the fit for Oklahoma City, with Russell Westbrook and Victor Oladipo, that might be the most athletic backcourt tandem in the NBA.
Well, you'd be hard-pressed in the Western Conference to find a backcourt that has this kind of athleticism. McCollum and Lillard in Portland, that's one way to go. Steph and Clay in Golden State, that's another. But sheer athleticism right here in OKC, they may be tops.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the score by Indiana. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Russell Westbrook.
Well, able to explode in the paint at will, and a great finisher. Westbrook a terror once he gets in there.
Teague, the pass to Ellis. Pulls it from the elbow. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. The Pacers making a change here. Turner's checked in. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him. That's his second personal. Outside Teague. Screen by Young.
It has to be frustrated out there right now. His teammates are really picking up the slack for a lackluster offensive night.
Westbrook kicks to Cantor. Teague on the double team. There's a screen by Cantor for the lead. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Adams has got the lead up to 1 now for Oklahoma City. Screen by Young. George dishes to Young. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Turner against Cantor. He kicks to Oladipo. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from 3-point range.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Westbrook passes to Adams. Adams, great positioning on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 3.
You know, a big guy with a motor is such a luxury in this league. Adams right there showing up big on the offensive glass, and then he converts.
T kicks to George. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The 11-footer, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Now, here's George. He's got 17. Turner with the screen. Over in the corner, Ellis. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Ellis has got 16 points.
Wide open there. The defense just completely in snooze mode.
It's Oladipo on the wing. From deep. Pacers with the rebound. Young's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
He is struggling mightily, but his teammates in this one have picked him up.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Outside Westbrook. They set the screen. Now the feed to Cantor. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And putting the defender in a difficult spot. Cantor with the strong frame. Hard to stop on that.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. First free throw is good. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Lavoy Allen's checked in for Young. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Joseph Young subbed in for Jeff Teague. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Andre Robertson. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oladipo. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
And what a huge advantage when your bigs can be on the floor to get fouled and shoot free throws.
Young outside. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to Allen. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. And the Pacers tack on 2 more. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's Payne. Collison's shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rodney Stuckey on the wing. To the inside. Here's Turner. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Turner's got 8 points.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now. He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
Here's Allen. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Payne. Dishes it to Cantor. Count the basket and the foul.
Basket's good.
It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Well, the D attempted to foul Cantor before he got that shot off, but too late. Results in the and one. Well, Cameron Payne out of Murray State has shown some great signs in his first year. Not easy to back up Russell Westbrook as there's not many minutes at the point guard position, but has tons of upside and played with great confidence in the minutes he was given.
Back to Young. Outside for Miles. From 12 feet out. The shot by Turner no good. Just talking about Cameron Payne again. He didn't get too many chances as a rookie, but he showed he can run an offense.
Well, something about Cameron Payne's approach to his career I like, Kevin. Just knowing that it's going to take some time until he sees the floor consistently, and he does a lot of things within himself. That's a sign of maturity in a young player.
The Pacers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
At the line for 2.
No good on the free throw. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Cantor. So he comes up empty, missing both. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. It's tipped. 1:22 left in the third. Miles dishes to Young. Stuckey right side. The pass to Turner. Indiana moving it around. And Miles kicks to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. And it's Miles missing. Oklahoma City shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point.
Well, maturity right there shown by Morrow. He calmly sinks another one from deep.
And the Pacers with possession here after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Young passes to Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 3. Payne dishes to Collison. The 11-footer, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ilyasova's got 8 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now, here is Young. He dishes it to Turner. Looking to end the run, and there it is for him. 10 points for him. And here's Payne. From deep three-point range, no good, trying to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Thunder. Take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Keep guarding now. We're doing a much better job defensively. We've eliminated second shots, which is great, okay? Keep that going.
Playing solid defense, taking care of the backboard. High priorities for Coach Billy Donovan.
And I think the communication has been terrific here. I mean, the guys came prepared to do whatever it takes tonight, and Coach is making some really good adjustments.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. They've got Kyle Singler. Russell Westbrook out there with Payne. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Collison in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Payne after Al Jefferson's score. Ellis on the double team. Back to Payne. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Indiana. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And some changes here for the Pacers. Paul George comes in for C.J. Miles. And it's Teagan for Rodney Stuckey. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Adams checked in. The Thunder with the lead. Screen by Adams. Payne kicks to Adams. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Well, using his wide frame right there, Adams able to get the position he wants and drops it through.
Pass to George. He feeds it to Jefferson. It's stolen by Adams. Singler passes to Adams. Jefferson with some nice D.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
That's good from Payne.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
2-possession game now, but he'd still like to have back that one he missed.
And an impressive rookie season for Miles Turner, Greg. A bit of a slow start after requiring thumb surgery, but once he got out on the floor, he gave signs that he can be the Pacers' pivot of the future.
A millennial big man.
Yes.
Really, he's got the shot blocking and the ability to shoot it deep. Those kinds of players are really rare. Big-time upside. They did very well for themselves with that number 11 pick.
And it's George missing. The Thunder leading by 4 to the wing on the left. Westbrook kicks to Adams. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game.
And that's just not something Russell came in doing, being a playmaker. But what we're seeing out of Westbrook now, great vision.
Now here's Ellis. Shoots it up. And once again off the mark by Indiana. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Stolen by Ellis. Here's Teague. Makes it off the glass.
Well, nice to see Jeff Teague get down in there on the inside and come up with the bucket.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting at 51%. Really solid. Westbrook dishes to Payne. To the inside. Adams. And it's in there. Adams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
You love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Outside Teague. Pass to George. Puts one up from 19. And right on target. Good. George has got 19 points.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Close game, 4th quarter. This is his time.
There's a good screen. Singler passes to Westbrook. Back to Singler. Just 5 to shoot. That 3 off the mark.
And you know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, the defense ready for him there in prevent mode, making sure that he didn't get a clean look at that layup.
Singler, no good.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
This is one of those slumps that you'll just probably want to shoot your way out of.
Now, here is George. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Now Payne. And it's Singler in the corner. There's the dish to Ilyasova. Westbrook against Teague. Fires it up. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Jefferson, a screen on Westbrook. The 3 from George. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 6 assists now in the game. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Singler against George. Misses off the left iron. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And it's George again missing. And so here is Oklahoma City. They lead by 1. Payne with it. To the paint. Here's Adams. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Al Jefferson. And watching Adams go to work out there, he is a bit of an old school big man in the sense that Brent he'll throw his weight around and look to intimidate the other team.
Yeah, Adams willing to take on that role, take the punches and take the hits for the rest of his team. And it goes along with his great defensive instincts, I think. His activity down low, certainly a big help for this team's defense.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Singler. And it's Oladipo in for Payne. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Turner. And the second free throw, good.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Here's T. To tie it up. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Ellis has got the game tied up here for Indiana.
Nice unselfish dish there, right where his teammate could do something with it.
And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. There's the pick. Here's Roberson. Feeds to Westbrook. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Really starting to attack on the interior here, showing a much more physical presence here in the second half.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. And Robertson mostly known for his defense, but he can find ways to contribute on the offensive end too. Brent, great in transition. He can jump out of the building if you give him a chance.
Well, is there a little bit of Sean Marion in what you get out of Roberson? That's not a bad comparison. I'm sure he'd take that, but he's fast in the open floor. He finishes a lot of chances. His three-point shot seems to be coming along as well, but mostly, Kevin, out there for defense.
Here's Westbrook. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Oklahoma City moving it around. Oladipo for three, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 20 points for Victor Oladipo.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there'll be more in store.
Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just one on the basket from Young.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Absolutely not. Bottom line is the D has to do everything it can to prevent him from getting that deep.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Teague dishes to George. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got 12 points in just the second half. Going right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the lead.
Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Count it. Westbrook's got 27.
Well, the defense is attacking Westbrook, and he's attacking right back.
T kicks to George. Goes up on the high post. And it's George again missing.
You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him. But, you know, he'll look to shoot that one again.
To the middle. Young with the steal. Teague left side. Puts up a three. No good there.
Might want to stop shooting from out there right now because it's just not working. He needs to look to get his teammates involved at this point in the game.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
And a power forward in college. Robertson's been working on increasing his shooting range ever since he entered the league.
Two shots.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Indiana trailing here. Stolen away. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Ilyasova dishes to Cantor. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And this is what he's worked on. As Cantor has become a more polished inside scorer, he's been drawing more fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second.
Such a big guy, Cantor, but also incredibly lean. At the NBA Combine, for instance, he tested out at 6% body fat, an extraordinarily low number for a man of his size.
Now Ilyasova, following the miss by Ellis from deep, and Ilyasova kicks to Oladipo. Here's Roberson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Westbrook with the steal, and now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop it.
Okay.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Now, here's Westbrook, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And he's been demanding the ball in these situations. Westbrook with a chance to put this team away.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Pacers trail by 6. Now here is George. They swipe it. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Ilyasova can't hit. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. George with the bucket. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing. Sometimes it's worth it to find a sliver. Excellent pass there.
Here's George. 1:56 left in the fourth. Holman here now for an injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Oklahoma City. He said he turned his ankle, and it is definitely starting to swell up.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for 2. Ellis wide open. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And here's Oladipo to the right side. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Cantor. Ilyasova dishes to Robertson. Cantor kicks to Ilyasova. 4 on the clock. Sinks the triple. And the Thunder lead by 9.
Well, the outside shot still a whip, a work in progress, but the team needs Robertson to hit these to keep the floor spaced.
He kicks it to Westbrook. Cantor against Jefferson. Cantor, the pass to Oladipo. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And it's an 11-point Oklahoma City lead.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Thunder.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless. And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for Russell Westbrook.
He was able to manufacture offense tonight, even when they had plays that broke down or he had multiple defenders on him. It just didn't matter. He was going to get his points any way he needed to.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oladipo with the ball, picked up by Teague. Oladipo dishes to Westbrook. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Westbrook's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Yeah, their aggressiveness, their execution really silenced a raucous crowd. Love the attitude they came in with here.
Teague for 3. No good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, when do you know when to attack and when to lay off, when to pass and when to shoot?
I never know, man. I just see how the flow of the game is going. I try to stay in attack mode. That's what my team wants me to do, and I try to continue to do it.
Well, you're on your A game tonight, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson. Russell Westbrook. Man, did he heat up in the second half. Everything coming up roses. It's amazing what he's capable of when he gets going.
Well, I'll tell you, Russell Westbrook.
And that's it for tonight.